Alright, so we finally got them in here. That's good. What is somebody tweeting at me? Did you guys see um the amazing Twitter post that I posted earlier? Did you guys see it? Or no? It was actually next level. It was brilliant. It was I got an email, for those of you who are watching this on video. I got an email from somebody asking if I wanted coaching, and I declined.
For the California brand, yep.
Yo, it's enormous for the California brand. That's what I like to hear. But like I was saying, I got somebody asking me in email if I wanted coaching, and I said, or if I want to coach, if I would coach him, and I was like, sorry, dude, not really interested in that at the moment. So I passed, and then right after I denied the guy the coaching that he so badly desired, he just went full ham on me. It was like love, hate, 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 in 35 emails, all in about a 10-minute span. It was truly incredible. So definitely check that out if you've got time to. It's pretty funny stuff. Pretty funny stuff. Also, I'm not bothering to do my cheeky little secret strategy for spectating today, where we are going to have the numbers along the bottom as usual in 3v3. But I revealed my secret strategy for how to spectate perfectly without having the names at the bottom. So you press H, the names go away, then you gotta cycle through it again to get them to come back. But you can actually just take a screenshot of your screen and then put Rocket League in a big window, or a little window, just slightly smaller than your actual screen, and then you paste the screenshot in the what do you call it? You paste the screenshot in like a window that's bigger than Rocket League itself, and put it underneath. What on earth is Kronovi doing? He just went right up behind. Oh, my number 1 key is apparently stuck down. That's really good news. We did get the camera down to Lethamir in time. Gotta call out Kronovi a little bit for that one. Apparently he's so green, says Lethamir. He probably tabbed out. If you do tab out during the game in Manfield, then your car or everything goes kind of green. Especially Corrupted's car. Oh my goodness, this is probably the car that Rizzo was laughing at, because this is insane. Look, I'm gonna put it back in Corrupted's. That's got to be lime. There's no way that's forest green. That's got to be a lime endo. And look at the undercarriage of the car. The colored endo, the undercarriage is the same color as the color. We're gonna take it off that because that's gonna actually blind someone. But wow, so green. Denali off to a good start here, courtesy of the mistake from Kronovi. Rizzo nearly getting on the end of a pass from JNAP. So I was listening to, oh, who was it that was talking about, I think it was Garrett G was talking about G2 on his stream earlier today, and he said
Johnny,
that the only
can
real...
you believe it's been 3 months?
Yes, I can. But like I was saying, the only like pure passer in G2 is Rizzo, and that I wouldn't say that that's entirely true. They do team passing plays with the others as well, but for sure Rizzo is the one who passes the
Hopefully
most.
you still remember me, lol.
I do.
Have been
I do still
keeping up
remember.
with the memes on YouTube.
This is good. Really good news. But this is a nearly full endo team. Lethamir really letting his side down. If only he had an endo as well, I'm sure he'd be using it. Because Denial are looking so fly in these endos. I must say, I didn't really like the body of the endo. I mean, it looks really nice shape-wise, but then when you look at it in the garage, or the garage, if you will, it's not as good as it is in game. In game, it looks so much better, I must say. And what hitbox is it? Does somebody want to confirm to me? Oh wait, I just realized the volume's really low. Let me fix that, because I was playing Rocket League and I usually have the volume much lower when I play. But can somebody confirm what the hitbox is? Is it a unique hitbox? Is it the same as the Batmobile? Same as a Breakout? What is it? Looks like a Breakout, or something similar. Here we go. JNAP's looking for Kronovi, can't find him. So Junior might try a cheeky little center ball, and he will. Lethamir's up. Well played.
Good luck with today's stream, smile.
I'll check all these notifications after the stream is over. That was a great pass from Side Junior. He waited for Rizzo to commit out of the net, and then he went for the pop off the wall. It's Masamune. Oh yeah, that makes perfect sense. It does look a lot like Masamune. Second goal for Lethamir. Sad Junior this time facilitating very well. And Sad Junior's look, he always finds his way back onto a pretty solid team. After he left, or got kicked, if you will, from Cosmic.
I love your streams. but your friends all hate you. But you're a great guy. I watch you always,
My friends all hate
and I
me.
want you to know
goodness.
it's sick how you ride Scrub's coattails. You abuse the poor boy, but you joyful
the
friends.
email. It was
I'll
so
be
good.
your friend, maybe, if you coach me.
Hey, thanks for all the notifications, guys.
Cheer
Yeah,
to
that
150 hit enter before I
not causing
finished
dust
my
fight.
message. Just wanted to say thanks again for the awesome
Hey, you're welcome.
content. You are my favorite streamer.
Oh, maybe a goal back should have been a goal back. Kronovi missing the open net. Corrupted G. I just can't stop looking at this car. It's so green. I must say, I am a fan of green cars, but this is very green. The new BM decal, I don't know what it's called, but he is using it, is so phenomenal as well. Just look at it. It's amazing. No car looks better on the wall than Corrupted G. If only he would celebrate so we could see the underside again. The bright green. 1-0. G2 dropping game 1. This is actually a pretty interesting game to pay attention to because these two teams have not yet played in the RLCS group stage. So this is one to look forward to in there. Definitely one to look forward to in the RLCS group stage. The Endo team. We just need to get Lethemir and Endo. If he doesn't have one, I definitely want to get somebody to buy Lethemir and Endo. Come on, or to gift him an Endo, because especially if you play it. I know he does play long cards. I've seen him play Dominus and Batmobile before. So full Endo team, please, for Team Canada, Team Denial. These guys are all Canadian. We do have one Canadian member on G2. That is JNaps, who kind of played the anchor role in game 1. I'll wait and see if he's going to continue that. Looks like that is currently the case. He's sitting quite deep. I'm surprised he's gone unchallenged here. Kronovi in the net. What on earth is going on? That should be a long shot and a goal. Doesn't go in though. Rizzo might have been able to post pinch it out. Was it on target? Or had it been on target? JNaps not really using that possession very effectively either. Just kind of hitting it forward. Rizzo is in a nice position. Get the hit forward and Kronovi with the dunk. Hello. G2 with some play. I'm not sure if that half flip was, or that fail flip was intentional by Kronovi, but the dunk certainly was. Getting a great read on that clear. The under dunk from Kronovi right there. Probably still one of the best, if not the very best dunker in Rocket League. Oh, JNaps with the redirect.
You're my favorite caster. Mwah.
We're seeing right here why it can be really dangerous to commit everybody out of the net in 3v3. We had a double boost grab from Denial. Or was it a boost grab and a cheat? Doesn't really matter, it's all the same. It basically means you're not having a goalkeeper. And if you lose the face-off really hard, which is what happened, because JNaps pretty much did a 1v1 kickoff style, where he just went for a hard win on that face-off. And he got it. And that forced the ball directly over the top of the head of the Denial player in the back left corner.
Streaming this late helps your Australia brand too.
Oh yes, triple commit from G2, look out.
Trouble you.
Looks like Lethemir might have been a little bit low on boost there. Didn't get up very high very fast. Might have lost momentum. JNaps with a cheeky little wave dash to recover slightly quicker. G2 looking very solid in game 2. Not looking threatened at all. And it's Denial actually who are making the misplays. Kronovi again playing a pretty low boost game. But that's something that he's quite used to doing. And he's in the middle again. This is a position that he loves to be in. Making good use of it this time.
Helped my gameplay massively.
Oh no, not the 6s, dude. Why? A really nice pop from Kronovi. That's a position that he sometimes overuses, being in the box a little bit too long, but this time it works out quite well. There we go. Again, no goalkeeper for G2 this time on the face-off. Kronovi cheating up. And we had a boost grab at the side. It didn't lead to an immediate goal, but you see, this is so awkward for Kronovi to deal with. He would have had a much easier save if he just stayed back in the net on the face-off. And now who's going to go for the face-off? It's going to be Rizzo. I was talking to Rizzo recently and he said he doesn't actually know what he wants to do with kickoffs in 3v3, but I think most of the time that I've seen him going for the face-off, he's just trying to lose the ball intentionally into their own half. So gaining the possession, losing the territory, if you will. But possession is, of course, much more important than territory in Rocket League, especially in 3v3, assuming an even playing field. This game's been pretty much all G2, apart from that one little mishap on the face-off. Sad Junior looking for a dribble play out of defense. I do like that. He's able to take everybody at G2 out of the game. And although he's boost starved, he's done exceptionally well. He dribbled 4 people there in 3 versus 3. It's not easy to do that. And this time it's going to be another clear off the wall. Kronovi sending JNaps flying. Feels backflip from, I think it was Sad Jr. in defense. And that's going to be a goal for G2.
Caught your stream in a time where I can donate.
Great team passing play. Kronovi spots Rizzo downfield. Rizzo sees JNaps. And JNaps with the finish.
This community is hilarious. Now, if I may, I will.
Sad Jr. would have had an interception if he didn't feel his backflip. It is worth mentioning, as Kronovi's pass was a little bit further away from Rizzo than he might have wanted it to be. Rizzo then outplay. Not sure if he intended to pop that backwards, but it works out in his favor. Denial seem to be a little bit lost as to how to break down this G2 team when G2 are in the lead. Feels backflip for Rizzo. There's been a lot of feels backflips. Lots of panics. These guys know that they're in a very fast lobby when it comes to aerial game. There's not going to be a slow aerial to be seen, I'm sure. That just makes it a little bit more tricky when you're going up for your aerial. You've got to make sure to get up super fast. And Rizzo pre-jumping right beside the wall. JNap's not getting a good read on that ball, thinking it was going to roll, but it actually bounced off. Again, Kronovi is just savage in defense. Not the first time that he's bumped a teammate clean out of the game. And it really isn't working very well. They're getting pressured consistently every time that he does this. But I guess he's just saying, Rizzo, get out of the way. Yeah, you're in the wrong place, my man. Yeah, like I say, guys, all donations during this show match will go to the winner of the show match. So if you are a Denial fan right now, it is not looking terrible. However, with the resurgence of G2 in Game 2, I think this is going to be the favorite moving forward. Lethmere trying to get above that aerial and put the ball back the way it came. Again, very early jumps by just about everybody. Kronovi again, solo and boost, but staying active with the flips.
Great streams as always. Keep it up.
There's Kronovi in the box again, but you see, this is why this position that Kronovi is in is not actually that useful, because he doesn't have any momentum. He has to wait for the ball to come to him. Meanwhile, JNaps just comes flying in over the top and says, "This goal's mine, man. I'm just gonna slam it in over the top of you." So maybe Kronovi needing to be a little bit more active with his movement if he wants to utilize that position in attack. Lethmere just trying to get any sort of touch here to confuse G2. They're almost certainly at a loss position here. Almost certainly at a loss. So at this point they just want to try and get a consolation goal to move into the next game with. It's a good back pass by Corrupted, finding Sad Jr., and they will get a counterattack out of this. But it looks like that counterattack is not going to materialize, and 5-1 the score will remain, likely going to game 2, or likely going into game 3 without another goal rather. 1-all. That's very good news. So things to note so far. A lot of messy face-offs are happening. Well, when I say a lot, I mean there were multiple. If there's any face-offs in a game of Rocket League which put one team heavily under pressure, even one in an entire game, then you know that something went horrendously wrong. And the ones to notice were when Denial got completely shut into their half by JNaps. He almost 1v3'd them with a hard kickoff win and then followed up with a shot himself. And then there was also the one where Kronovi crept off his goal line and then he couldn't get the aerial clear, wasted all his boost, and then they got scored on about 5 seconds later. So look out for those face-offs. If these teams are not going to leave goalkeepers in the net, then they may be punished. Especially, it's unusual to see a team that were like when you see G2 ahead by I think it was 3 goals, at least 2 goals. It's rare to see them going for those very risky kickoff plays where you're committing multiple people forward. So you don't need another goal. You don't need to be taking those risks. Just over 4:20 remaining. Denial in the lead once again. Kronovi this time is further back, but it doesn't matter. JNaps finds the shot, calculated in off the ceiling. No, says Rizzo. That's a little bit of an unfortunate challenge for Corrupted. Lethmere would have been better served further back. He found himself right in the middle of the box, and that is not where you want to be if you are having to defend against a shot like that.
Boomer. I hardly even knew her.
Rizzo going for more bumps. He misses on it. Boomer, I hardly even knew her. That's phenomenal. Why have I never heard that before? Oh, that's such a good... I've got a feeling I'm going to hear that one again. Boomer, I never even knew her. Wow. Sad Junior, great recovery. Look at the touch. Kronovi had to do some incredible contortion to keep that one out, and he gets the double save. Really well done by Kronovi, but Sad Junior recovering to put that ball past the first defender for G2 was really well done. And G2, like I said earlier, not so much of a passing team out of defense as they could be. They're starting to do these passing plays the more I see them play together, but they're more of an offensive passing team, and although we mostly associate assists and passing with offense in Rocket League, it's just as important, if not more so, to pass the ball out of defense. Every clear that you make should be finding a teammate, not an opponent, because if you find an opponent with your clear, you're just going to get the ball fired straight back at you, unless you do an absolute boomer of a hard clear. Then maybe you're going to be fine. My guys, Lethamir and Sad Junior here. Looks like Lethamir actually Goomba stomped Kronovi, who was trying to come in for the interception, but JNaps, who may have been Series MVP so far, continuing his rampage. A really solid solo performance in the previous game. Look at Corrupted G with the blaster to the bottom left. It is not going to go in. There were two goalkeepers. It might have been better served if he hit the crossbar. Nobody's ready to defend the wall in that situation for G2. So the back wall was beckoning. Oh, so a team pinch attempt by Kronovi and Rizzo. Doesn't work out this time. This time Corrupted will look for the back wall, but he doesn't find it. And the back wall was a little bit more defended that time for G2, so it might not have worked even if he did find the back wall. Rizzo now dribble plays. He does have pretty good dribbling mechanics, but this time he's not able to utilize them to his advantage. Rizzo is very good at popping the ball very quickly, controlling it and then popping it immediately, which is this strategy that is also important in 3v3 and also in 2v2. Anytime that you're in a team game in Rocket League, you're about to get bum rushed by somebody when you try to dribble. At high level, people do not give you time on the ball. Unless you've completely boost starved the enemy team, you are going to get rushed. You're going to get charged, and you better be ready to pop it. That's something that Rizzo is usually very good at. Oh my goodness, Kronovi and JNaps. And Rizzo coming in, 1v3 with the dunk. This is a really risky play for Rizzo. We'll watch it from his POV. He sees everything materializing in front of him. But, oh, wow, if Rizzo doesn't get that dunk on Sad Junior, then that's a counterattack for Denial. But Rizzo confident that he was able to get higher and get the ball on target. So credit to him, it did work out this time. But with the game being tied up, that is a bit of a risky play to opt into a 50-50 with a goalkeeper in a team game. As the last man back, when you've just seen there's so many things that could have gone wrong. He just saw both of his teammates using pretty much all their boost. And he's the last man back. 3 men behind the ball for Denial. But bravery for Rizzo is rewarded. And what a dunk it was. But the Denial equalizer. Bit of a surprise that this has worked out. Uncharacteristic miss for JNaps. He's going for the cheeky no jump half volley wall clear. Mistimed it. If he does catch that ball perfectly on the pixel that it touches the wall, it goes flying. But if he's a moment too late, that happens. It's just a clean whiff. So we saw the clean whiff this time. Very risky plays coming in for G2. We saw the 1v3 dunk by Rizzo, and now we've seen the attempted no jump half volley wall clear. The safer alternative is just the diagonal, or the side dodge. Sorry, not the diagonal dodge. Open net. Rizzo's going to get a free one here. I'm not sure what happened to the third man of Denial. We did see second man getting demoed there. Oh, so Sad Junior's actually just cheated up on the right hand side. Did not expect his entire team to get taken out of the game, but really crucial demo there coming in from G2. On the recovery, they just brutalized Denial's chances at keeping their net well defended. Rizzo again, who's had a great game. He's looking for a double touch, no boost. Kronovi and JNaps both shadowing. This is not a good position to be in. And the accidental team bump is going to give a great shot for Corrupted. Looks like everybody on Denial's pretty much out of boost. They're all going to have to recover together now. And that is a boomer. JNaps 1v3 misses it. JNaps is all over the place this game. He's had a couple of complete whiffs. That one was really a very simple shot for a player of JNaps caliber, but he misses it. Luckily for him, his team is there to recover and to keep not the clean sheet, but you know what I mean. To keep the score at 3-2, all they need to do is grind the ball. JNAP's looking to get it to Kronovi. Well played to get the boomer clear. This is going to be a very tough equalizer for Corrupted and the gang, and it ain't going to happen. G2 get another game. 2 in a row now. Taking the lead. Double match point as they move into game 3. Yeah, thank you for all the subs, guys. I will check all
Johnny.
these
This
notifications after.
Again. I'm sorry for what I said.
Oh, I
want my
up.
job as
My
your
bad.
text-to-speech reader back. This
I mean,
is
you're
the
doing
best job I've ever
great.
had, and I don't know what I'd do without it. I just want to read spam again, especially the www moi.
That's good.
Once
again, I'll reiterate. This is best of 5. So perhaps the final chance for Denial to show what they've got. I don't know what the scrim record is for these two teams, but I've never seen Denial beat G2 in a series, I can tell you that much. Although that being said, I don't remember seeing these teams play each other in a series. Maybe somebody in the chat can tell me, holy cow, this is a lot of V's, why am I listening to this? Kill me. Alright, I'm skipping the rest of that one. That is actually going to be the end of my life. Does anybody have any idea what the previous record is for these two teams? I would love to know if anybody is anybody's aware. Sad Junior again, great control and defense. He has identified very well this series when he has time to take that touch and look for a play.
Hey Johnny, thanks for
a slow
all
play.
the great commentary.
Rizzo with the angle clear to the left. He's just going to have a little scratch of his eye before correcting his car's landing. At least I can only imagine what that was, because he didn't recover. He didn't flip his car immediately, so he's probably itching his eye or something. Now that is a read that I've never heard any other caster make. I'm gonna have to ask Rizzo later, because if I'm right about that one, then I'm gonna be just a tiny bit impressed with myself. Just a tiny bit, not too much. Sign me, no, it's not. But good try. Denial once again starting off pretty strong, and look at this disruption coming out from, oh my goodness, Sad Junior, what a play. He sees Kronovi and he says, hey mate, you're the guy who kicked me out of Cosmic Aftershock, come here, I'm gonna get you. So double the goal lead now for Denial, looking to tie up the series. They've got to be really careful though, because G2 have been so dangerous. Speaking of dangerous, that shot from Corrupted was nowhere near being answered by G2, but the crossbar to the rescue for the poster boys in North America. Actually muted, no it ain't. I can see it on my OBS, it's like, it's right to my left. I can see that we're not muted, but good try. Just refresh or something if you're muted. Although, I'm not sure why I would say that, because if you are in fact unable to hear what I'm saying, me telling you to refresh is going to look a bit like this. Okay, I'm just kidding. I'm messing around. Oh, Corrupted, what a half flip save! And Lethemir with the pre-jump hover block. Some really last-ditch defending here from Denial. This is itchy bum time. Muted? No, I wasn't muted. I was just pretending. Looks like very low boost on multiple members of Denial right here. They just need a hard clear more than anything right now. They desperately need to opt into a 50-50 or get a hard clear. Passing play is going to do it, but Rizzo with the interception. That was a little bit obvious coming out of Denial. There's a hard clear that they so desperately need, but now everybody's going for the same boost. But we see a little bit of time and space starting to develop. Kronovi cheating, breaking rotation, going upfield ahead of Rizzo there. Something that Kronovi does love to do is just show up in unexpected locations and try to cause disruption for the other team. But sometimes it causes disruption for his own team. He needs to be very careful when he does that, and this time it is not going to work out. Kronovi has not been behind the ball for quite a while here. Tries to find JNAPs. Easily sniped out by Denial, and they're 3-0 in game 4. This is looking like we're going to go to an ace match already with only 2 minutes remaining. G2 struggling. JNAPs has not really been a factor in this game or the one prior. It's been pretty much Rizzo trying his best to carry in the last few games. And there's been a bit of a role swap. We saw JNAPs was sitting back for the most part in game 1 and game 2, and that's when he really looked like the MVP for G2. But now Rizzo's the one sitting back, and now he looks like the MVP. So that's the secret, I guess. If you want to look like the MVP at G2, just sit back in defense and hit the hard clears while your other teammates run wild. Double attempted block in the air. Seeing JNaps flailing around here, he's really panicking, doesn't want to concede a fourth goal. My goodness, the pinch clears are just not working for G2. Rizzo knocking it down. Denial looking very comfortable though. I would love to see more backwall defense from both of these teams, if I'm honest. Lots of goalkeepers, which, although that does make it harder to get initial goals from direct shots from the midfield, the backboard is extremely vulnerable for both these teams.
Yeah,
I'd be very worried seeing them match up against the Northern Gaming or the likes who just peppered the backboard all game long. And maybe even Pocket Aces would do some damage with the demos on multiple goalkeepers. I would not want to see what Pashi could do against all of these goalkeepers just sitting in the net. With 49 seconds remaining, it doesn't look like it's going to happen for G2. There's a glimmer of hope, perhaps. This time, JNaps and Rizzo teaming up together. Kronovia is also here. It's a full team commit, but they know they need to do this if they want to come back this game. They know they need to be over aggressive if they want to make this comeback. No time for defending now. The time has gone. Rizzo with maybe a fake there. If that was a fake, it would have been a good one, because JNaps is ready to come in behind with a much better shot. But unfortunately, JNaps couldn't hit the shot, and the counterattack is good. Kronovi a little bit too far forward and not able to read the bounce. Corrupted punishes him, and that is going to be game 2-all. Denial taking a couple of games here from G2. And if we think about Denial as a team very quickly, what are their chances in the RLCS group stage? Of course, like all the other teams in the RLCS group stage for North America, their chances have been drastically improved by the fact that Iris did not qualify. All of the teams in North America will be glad that Iris are not in the groups, because then they don't have to play against them. However, they'd maybe like to see Iris in the groups because, you know, better practice, better competition moving forward. As Radiance are sort of looking like the whipping boys, like everybody expected them to be. And with Iris not being in the groups, I think Denial are looking pretty good for a land spot, if I'm honest with you. They're looking pretty good for a land spot moving forward, I think. Alongside Selfless, NRG, and G2, if things stay as they currently are.
Bunch of coconuts there. They are all standing in a row. Big ones, small ones, some as big as your head.
It's pretty large. Pretty large coconut. He's my favorite player. You mean like to watch? My favorite player to watch is probably Cuxer. Cuxer's one of the only players I could just sit and watch him play with no music, no mic, no face cam, nothing, just watching him play. That would be the top player in my opinion for that role. Hey, Pro Rivalry, thanks for the host. I appreciate that. Hope you had a great stream. Imagine that must have been the end of a tournament. Oh, savagery from Rizzo in the landing. And again, Kronovi looking to be extremely aggressive right from the get-go. We see him cheating downfield and then cheating downfield even further. And now looking for more demos. He's not left the Denial half for about 15 seconds here. Look at it, grab this boost for the second time. He will get it. Just following Kronovi right there, as he had a good idea of when that boost is respawning, because he was the one who had taken it. He took the boost in Denial's back corner twice in a row. So he was there for, well, I said 15 seconds, must have been 10 seconds because it is a boost respawn. That is some extreme aggression coming out from Kronovi, and he's still in Denial's half, playing the big man, a strategy which has not been seen in Rocket League for quite a while, with the prevalence of the 3-man rotation that European teams prefer to use. The 1-up-2-back strategy is rare. Very rare, but Kronovi, he's doing it again. He's still, and we're going to follow Kronovi because this is actually quite fascinating, how aggressive he's being. This might be just a new thing that they're trying, because although there is money on the line here, these guys definitely want to focus all of their efforts on preparing themselves for the RLCS group stage, and indeed the RLCS LAN that is ahead of them. Should they qualify for the groups from the group stage, that is their main goal. Just be as ready as possible. Sad Junior looking extremely lost right here. I think he just flipped off the post by accident, but it's not going to be a complete disaster. JNaps and Rizzo tried to do some cleanup and defense for G2. Very end-to-end game here. JNaps defending the back wall very well. This is definitely what I like to see. Double clear off the back wall by the Canadian. Got a 4 out of 6 Canadian lobby here. That's good. Atlanta and Arizona, the only states that are being represented from USA. I'm not sure what states we've got. I think is Nova Scotia even a state? I don't even know. I'm not gonna lie. My Canadian geography is worse than my American geography. But yeah, it looks like Kronovi might have calmed down a little bit. He's still in slightly aggressive positions, but not as aggressive before. And they're moving into the net pretty early. That small movement forward into the net, just committing forward that tiny little bit, it can be the difference between you know, being able to defend the back wall and having to watch the ball bounce off the back wall and hope that one of your teammates is going to be able to deal with it, or that the enemy team are not going to attack it. But being in the net, of course, better for shot stopping. It seems like that is what G2's priority is just try to stop the shots that they're expecting Denial to throw at their goal. Both these teams should definitely be looking for backboard hits at this moment, as the backboard has been pretty wide open for the majority of this game for both of these teams. But a pretty messy game 3, if I'm honest. Not much passing going on. Finally, we see an attempted pass from Rizzo. So I just realized that, oh, JNaps! Nearly getting the dunk. Rizzo moving so far forward, right in the middle of the box. I would like to see Rizzo taking a wider line there, come from the blind spot of the back post, rather than just going straight down the middle in plain sight off the Denial defense. Corrupted, no boost to contest a well shot. It looks like one goal might be all that is needed to take this. Sat Jr. initially looking a little bit lost, but the ball does fall kindly for him. JNaps, there it is, the backboard play, completely undefended. And what a save! Lethamir has to play Spider-Man to get that one out initially, but it is not going to stay out. This is exactly what we talked about. Backboard completely undefended. Sad Jr. could have actually cleaned that one up, but not for the first time. Multiple goalkeepers committing forward in the net and nobody ready to drive up on that back wall and meet the ball as it gets there. G2 the first to capitalize on that opening. Oh, JNaps accidentally dodged there. That is not intentional at all. He meant to jump, but his front wheels were already off the ground, so his jump turned into a dodge. I guarantee that was not intended. He definitely meant to just single jump there to correct his car from the wall back onto the floor. But you need all 4 of your wheels to be planted for your car to do a single jump. If any of your wheels are not touching the ground, your car will dodge if you're holding a direction on your analog stick, of course. Which you would have been because he was mid-turn. There's the backboard play. It looks like it's Sad Jr. who's going to clear it for G2. So G2 had nobody on the backboard to clear it. Oh, now Sad Jr.'s got no boost for the tap-in. But there you go. Like I said it already, but I'll say it again. G2, nobody was ready to go that high on the backboard to defend that. The Sad Jr. was. And he maybe expected somebody from G2 to be up there, because it was quite a long shot at the backboard. Wait, is this wide open? Rizzo is going to come back in and stop that. Not a bad hit there by Rizzo. Does find Kronovi off the ceiling. Kronovi with the mind game in the midfield, and he's looking to take this to the corner now. Still has a little bit of boost. JNaps is sitting back, jumping very early, finds the correction that he needed. 1-1. Are we going to go to overtime in game 5? Dribbling by Corrupted is successful. Nobody was ready to step after the initial challenge missed from Kronovi. Could have been a disaster if they gave him a little bit more space. And we are seeing a lot more high hits. This is definitely going to cause problems for both teams' defense if they can get these high hits from slightly closer range. The fact that the high shots at the backboard are coming from inside defensive halves is giving the opposing team a long time to read that ball and to follow it, track it all the way in. If we start to see high hits to the back wall from close range, it is going to be a disaster. But this might be the one. As it comes straight down, Kronovi does a little bit, but not much. Corrupted, looking for the double touch. Rizzo was ready for it. But my goodness, backboard plays are looking so dangerous this entire lobby, but it's going to be JNaps who steals it on the counterattack. It was almost curtains from the backboard, but hesitation from Lethamir. He thought about turning, ends up sideways. JNaps quicker in the recovery, back up into the air from his own hit forward.
Sure you've talked about this
steals the game in overtime.
More wide open than ever before. And
yes.
Which team is your dark horse pick?
GG's, that was a great series. Very impressive stuff from both these teams. And it looks like we're up to, that's probably over $100. Let me check what that is. 86. Yeah, it's about $110. I'll make a quick note of that. I call it 111 because that is actually divisible by 3. So, and it's also a pretty cool number. Lots of ones. But congratulations to G2 as we see JNaps stepping up with the solo play right at the close of that game. Very well done. Denial really taking it all the way to the wire, though we see a lot of weaknesses for G2, especially on the backboard. And although they might have been experimenting a little bit with Kronovi being exceptionally aggressive in that series, more aggressive than I've seen him in any RLCS group stage games, although they do like to go for the demo plays, they do like to go for the upfield redirect, the bumps, coming in from the blind spots in offense. That game 5 start from Kronovi was something else. He didn't leave Denial's half. That might have been a strategy that they just wanted to try out one time. What are you boys doing? But yeah, that was exceptionally aggressive by Kronovi at the start of that game.
Johnny forgot to unsub for 5 months now.
That's what I like to hear, dude. While I do some sellouts and figure out what we're gonna do next, I'm just gonna run a quick commercial. Appreciate if you watch
Johnny,
it, whether muted or not.
Keep up the amazing work.
But you're not gonna miss any games. I'm just gonna do some shoutouts for all of the notifications I missed. I did miss a lot, so of course subs don't see ads, so you're gonna be able to hear me just fine. We'll be back in 3. Don't go anywhere if you want to see some more games. I'll try and find as hype a match as possible. I'm sure we can find something. Let me just get rid of this. Alright, where were we? So, subscriptions. Rayams, 4 months. Welcome back. Appreciate the resub from you. And Fairy Finder, 5 months of accidental resubbing. Welcome back to you also. MJ Freak, thanks for the 400 bits. I appreciate that. You said, do I feel EU is more wide open than ever before? Absolutely. Who's the dark horse pick? Oh, it's got to be Leftovers. I mean, Leftovers, even though they're 3-0 right now, they're still a dark horse team because they've not played against Pocket, they've not played against Mocket, they have still to play Kaunos and Penta as well. So now that they've established themselves as a top team in RLCS, not in other tournaments in Europe, just in RLCS, funnily enough, they lost to Penta on Friday before they went to beat who did they beat? They beat Secrecy in RLCS on Sunday. But yeah, very strange. Leftovers, they're still a dark horse for sure, still a dark horse. But Klein Sandwich, welcome to the stream. Appreciate that subscription from you. The Spiffy Monkey, thanks for the 7 months. And Puff2112 right now for 2 months.
Love your streams and YouTube vids. Wish I was on with you more often.
Hey, I appreciate the kind words, dude. Glad you're enjoying the content. Let me just continue on now. Crush Master TV, thanks for the 200 bits from you. Sprazms, Dive ZV, Roasted 72. All of you guys, new subs, welcome. To all of you, much appreciated. Dredekin with the 7 months in a row. You say you got a lovely bunch of coconuts. That's what I like to hear, and I appreciate the continued support. Justin Tass with the 2 months. What 2 months, baby? Probably said it in a little bit more of a tuneful voice than I did, but welcome back to you. We've got 6 month badge upgrade for award 1066. Welcome back. I appreciate that. Who was that right now? Before I forget it, Unbuckle Globe 4. With the 8 month resub. My goodness, there's so many resubs today. I appreciate the continued support from you. Also unbuckled. Mifin1 with the 4 months. And Abe Joker with the 3 months. Garage Cat with the 5 months. Mercurial RL with the 7 months. All of the resubs, very much appreciated. Mercurial says, this is Brian again. He's sorry for what he said. He wants his job back as text-to-speech. Brian, you've got it. It's all yours. And Garage Cat, thank you for the kind words also. Lee Daddy, Fibber Water, both of you guys new subs, welcome to the channel. And Astro Cryosis 3 months, King Fud 3 months, Da Ripper 3 months, and Fruit Spy 3 months. All badge upgrades. A lot more red badges going to be popping up in the chat, I hope. But welcome back to all of you. Dan Confirmed Dirty, The Speed Cow, and Blade Song 81, Fatal Error. All of you guys new subs. There's a lot of there's bunches of new subs and then bunches of resubs, but all of the new subs, as always, very welcome. 420 bits from Cluxy Puda. What a name. And yeah, it's building the Australian brand. Absolutely, I'm trying my best. Late 3-month anniversary from Jarok719. Welcome back to you. Appreciate the resub. Jax Rages. Johnny Moy, 2-month resub. I appreciate it. Thank you for the continued support. Gavlav2401, new sub. And also Austin Boston. Love the... Is that alliteration? Onomatopoeia? Alliteration, I think. Onomatopoeia is a word that sounds like what it actually is, right? Like... I can't think of it.
Johnny, your accent is so mild you almost sound English.
English?
Is this a source of shame for your
What?
family?
Nah. English. People in Scotland think I sound American. But where was I? Yeah, Austin, Boston. Thanks for the alliteration. I really enjoyed saying that. And the sub. Very much appreciated. You and Gavlav. King Spectre, thanks for the 250 bits. And who else we got? Oh my goodness. MJ Freak, 7 months. And King Spectre, 3 months. Badge upgrade for you. Great Pass and DTOB with the new subs. Welcome and welcome. And I think that's me back to the start. In fact, I think it is. Yeah, Tynormus. I did see you resubbing for 2 months. I didn't bamboozle you. I thought I was getting bamboozled, to be fair. I thought I was the one getting bamboozled. But it turned out it was legit. I think that's us caught up in subs, apart from the ones that I just missed literally right now as I'm speaking. And they are Gur XP, Savage Sunny, and Stuck Out in Slow Pitch. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I appreciate this. Ridiculous support. That is all the sub notifications that I missed. Let me just really quickly see who's been donating. Yodal accusing me of being English. I swear I'm not. I swear I'm not. The Ripper with a bunch of V's. Thank you very much. Flibber Webber with the tenner. Much appreciated. Tight WSW3 with the 334. Is that 334? What is that going to be? $5? Is that $5? Is it really $5? I think it might be. I'm not 100% sure. It might be $4 because the pound is pretty useless right now. Austin Boston with the $5. Welcome to the stream, by the way, and thank you for the contribution. Big Guy with the $5 as well. Not Cosmic Dustmite with the 3. Tynormus with the 5. Cloud Costa with the 3. Blinky with the 3, and Pbro RC with the 3. So that is us pretty much caught up. Oh my
3 months
goodness.
employed.
This won't scroll up to the
3
top.
months support.
3 month employed. Wait, you've been employed? Oh, right. So you've got a job 3 months. Congrats, dude. Hope you're enjoying it. And thank you for the 3 month support. Another red badge. Although when it resubs 3 months, the badge in the resub message is still the old color. But then I guess it resub, or I guess it updates the next time you speak. Either way, I appreciate the continued support. And Stuck Out in Slow Pitch. Oh yeah, I've already thanked you, but double thank you for you, I guess. Welcome to the stream. That is everybody. Holy cow, that was a lot of things to say, but I appreciate all of that. I truly do. I will continue to thank everybody who supports the stream till the end of my streaming career. I swear to me mum. I will do that. I swear on me mum.